Hey people, welcome to Searching in Fearless Tarot. Today's messages are going to be about Venus transiting into Sagittarius, what energies are going to be in this time. And Venus doesn't necessarily mean love messages, guys. Venus can also mean messages of finding what you seek to be your preference, or what you love to see, what your taste is, what you're going to be learning in relationships along the way during this Venus and Sagittarius period. Really, Venus and Sagittarius it's not a very good placement for Venus because Sagittarius is an energy that wants the storybook. Okay, Sagittarius is an energy that's willing to go through something many people aren't willing to go through, just to go through the experience, just to gain the wisdom of whatever journey that may be, whether it be a mistake or not. Sagittarius doesn't really care. They're always looking for their truth. So Sagittarius and Venus, you could find a lot of honesty in this time. For a lot of you that are healing your hearts and trying to find a more tranquil space in your life, or just feel like you're in a more tranquil space in your life, I feel like you're going to be learning a lot of lessons in this time, especially when it comes to putting yourself out there, and how you are in relationships. Like, I feel like a lot of us are going to be learning like the highest, most optimal person we could be in a relationship in this time. Because a lot of us are either separating from previous partners that no longer resonate with our energy, or we are just trying to find our truth. I feel like I'm tapping into a lot of people who have had a history or issues of being codependent and are looking to find what they truly want and what they truly need. That's the energy of this. It's the energy of being loyal to your heart, and only loyal to your heart, no one else. Okay, Father God, Holy Spirit, thank you so much for another day not promised. Thank you for all the love, wisdom, and guidance you give to us. We are nothing without it or you. Please only help me connect to those energies that have the highest intention for my lovely, lovely viewers and people who are connecting to this video. Thank you guys for all the likes, shares, subscribes. I always forget to say that. Thanks for being here. I appreciate all of you so much. You don't even know. Okay, so this energy, North Node in the 9th house. Yeah, a lot of us are going to be learning lessons. North Node isn't always the most comfortable energy, guys. So keep that in mind. We may have to make a lot of calculated risks in this time. Yeah, exactly what I was talking about. So the devil talks about, it's a Capricorn energy, but mainly it talks about suppression. It talks about feeling like you're being pinned underneath something. And really what I feel like this pin is social constructs. I feel like you always tried to keep within the means of whatever social constructs were around you. So like your mom, you always tried to play nice with everybody around you. But the problem is that playing nice and fulfilling everyone else's story wasn't giving you the passion that you needed to move forward. It wasn't giving you that zest for life. It's a lot of feeling of like doing a lot of hard work for other people, but never truly feeling fulfilled yourself, kind of thing. Let's keep going. A lot of you, this truth that you found, or this person that you're becoming, the higher version of yourself that you're becoming, really created chaos within the home for you. A lot of you, I'm going to get some clarification on this though. I'm getting the Chariot reversed, the Ace of Cups, and the Knight of Cups. Now with the Chariot reversed, it's funny because when I see this in the positive position, this is someone who's making decisions for their life. This is somebody who's balancing between the good and evil. This is somebody who has their ducks in a row. And for you with this Chariot reversed, it feels like you're leaving the past in the past and you're looking for the future. You're looking for something that's really going to scream you and who you are. I don't think that you've been so kind to yourself in the past. I think that you've really been in relationships where you felt like this other person was going to complete you, or this other person was going to fill in some gap that you needed or some space that you needed. But what a lot of you were truly realizing is that you are the only one that can fill that gap. There's no partner that could fill that for you. Everything you have is within yourself. And with this Ace of Cups, even though it's causing chaos in your world, I feel like it's causing illumination and life into you, into other people. So everybody might not understand why you're making the moves that you're making, but it's because you can feel and see the bigger picture finally. I feel like a lot of that Venus and Scorpio transit previously, right before Sagittarius hit, it was a lot of contemplation for you. It was a lot of wondering in the past why you were making the decisions that you were making, and possibly having some really tough realizations on how codependent you truly were in your decisions. And maybe that Scorpio season was for you to kind of hermit out and to figure that out and to figure out where to go. But I feel like this Venus and Sagittarius season is going to bring a lot of outgoing energy for you, and a lot of confidence, to where you're going and what you want to do, and a lot of options. Let's keep going. A lot of people could see, I'm seeing Temperance reversed here. And to me, I'm going to get some clarification on this card just because I want to. But when I see Temperance reversed, I see like impulsive decisions. Temperance reversed is more of a reaction than it is an observation. Okay, so with Temperance reversed, Queen of Swords and the Queen of Cups, I think a lot of you are understanding and identifying how to take care of yourselves, and you're cutting out a lot of the bullshit that was so unclear to you for so long. I feel like a lot of you, there was a lot of bullshit, and it was like you couldn't see past the horizon. You had this passionless feeling inside of you for possibly a long time, for some of you years, and you didn't understand why. Like, you were doing everything right. You were fulfilling what you were supposed to be doing. You had the kids, or you had the 9-to-5 job, or you had the income that you were looking for. You were following the standards, but you weren't happy within yourself because you weren't being honest about who you were. And I don't want to be vague when I say that. So when I say you weren't being honest about who you were, maybe the 9-to-5 isn't for you. Maybe you've always wanted to start your own business and you never had the courage to do that because you've always been focused on the other person, the other relationship, your child or your spouse or your family or your close friends, whatever that may be. You're realizing that it's almost pointless to put your energy solely into other people because you're doing yourself the disservice of being a fucking ghost. And I didn't realize this about myself until maybe about a year ago or so, somewhere in there. But I was always I was other people's hype man, you know. I was always like, yes, you can go do this, and this is possible for you, and let's get this started. And I would even fucking help them, you know, like build up their dream or do whatever they wanted. And I was satisfied doing that because I always felt this martyr role, because the more and more I thought less about who I am and what my life is, and the more I went into my own feelings of, I'm going to redo that because someone was calling me and I'm not sure if what it recorded and what it didn't. But what I was saying was, when I had to start realizing that I needed to put energy into myself and my daily dreams and what I wanted to do, I realized that I didn't have enough confidence to do that. And the resentment that I was building towards other people wasn't coming out of nowhere. It was really a resentment towards myself because I wasn't realizing my own potential and putting energy into myself. But honestly, for you, I feel like you're in a very good place. And a lot of people around you, because you've been living this like in the background, you know, you've been like a non-playing character for an NPC for a while, people are like, who the fuck is this person? Like, who is this person coming alive? You know, I don't even know you anymore. You know, you might hear that from certain people. You might. That doesn't mean you're wrong. That doesn't mean you're wrong. It's just being honest enough. It's this Sagittarius. It's being honest with yourself enough to know exactly where you're at and exactly where you want to go. And it's having the courage and the confidence to move forward with who you are today instead of who you were 5 years ago. Okay, so I'm getting Knight of Wands, Death reversed, and the Six of Wands in the positive position. Let me get this Death reversed. For some reason, this Death reversed feels like an energy of like, this is something that has been in you for a very long time. And I say, this weirdo has been in you since you were born. You were meant to be this weirdo. And I mean weirdo in the most endearing way possible, because it was something that I had to come to realization to too. And it doesn't mean that you're making all the people in your life around you very happy, and that can be very sad, especially if you're a people pleaser and you feel guilty when it comes to telling your truth. I know that you don't feel like you're going to be successful, and some of you don't even see a way out of this, or you don't see where the happiness could come from in this. All you feel is the misery of having to leave these people or this person behind. But I'm telling you, you were always meant to do this. You're exactly where you're meant to be. Shit's gonna get real, and it's gonna get complicated and messy. But at the same time, through that complication, that mess, that healing, those mistakes, those setbacks, you're going to learn who you are and exactly what you want, so you don't ever have to go through this rigmarole again. And when I say rigmarole, what it really, really is this season is putting your energy into yourself. And not in a way that's like, oh fuck, I better keep moving. It's an excitement. This feels like an excitement to me. It feels like something that's being sparked within you that you have asked for forever. But the problem is that when you were asking for it when you were younger, the wish fulfillment might have come in a form of like, I want a partner that's going to make me feel alive, you know? And then you kind of move on, and then you have your children, and you're like, I want my children to make me feel alive, or I want to feel alive when I'm with my children. And it's like some of us go through our entire lives without realizing that we need to put energy into ourselves as well, because our unique expression and what we put out into those relationships and into the world with other people is valuable and priceless. And it would be nothing if you didn't know who you were. Compliance, living a happy life and living in compliance doesn't always have to go hand in hand. And sometimes those two very things can contradict each other. And those are the lessons that you're learning in this time. And that's okay. All right, I'm going to go into a few more messages, and then we are outie. Outie 5000. What other messages do we have for this Venus and Sagittarius season? What other messages? A lot of you are learning how to move forward in silence as well. Some of you, be careful when it comes to being petty, okay? Because the people around you that you're going to have to either cut out or distance yourself from are not going to be too happy about this. But that's okay. They don't have to be happy about it, because it's not their life. With the Five of Swords reversed, a lot of you could be trying to make amends to yourself and to find the strength within that's going on. Because I feel a lot of this is self-forgiveness. And once you forgive yourself, it'll be easier for you to see the people that are judging you. Because you can see clearly who you are and why you're making the moves that you're making, whereas other people can't. But once your confidence in yourself and your own movement forward, and you know who the fuck you are, nobody can mess with that path. Nobody can mess with that path. As long as your intentions are clear, you're good. And a lot of you, for those people that are going to lash out or retort, I don't think you're really going to care. Others of you are going to struggle not to care. But that's okay. Don't feel like you're going to care forever or it's always going to be that way. You're healing out of that, and healing takes time. A lot of you could be moving as well, moving locations. Some of you guys could be talking to potential romantic partners online, is what I'm seeing. Others of you could be thinking about traveling right now. But most of you are moving or thinking about moving. And you're moving in the right direction. And really, honestly, the more you get to know yourself and the more you get to see, the more you get an understanding of where you want to be in 5 years, the faster this is going to move. The faster this is going to move. The more that you hem and haw in this period of time, the more you're not going to find answers and you're going to feel like you're left in the dark. This is more of like a trial by fire season. So if a lot of you are thinking about putting yourselves out there or meeting new people, I definitely would. And don't get in your head. Don't get in your head about what could happen when you're meeting new people. Because this feels like a foreign thing. This feels like somebody who is having to recreate their whole entire life. And maybe a lot of you have had friends around that have been there more by conditioning than choice. And what I mean when I say that is like maybe you've had friends since childhood, or you've had family friends that are around you, or maybe you've just always relied on those who are closer to you in proximity. Whatever it may be, you're having to regain, and it's no longer by proximity or something, or somebody just being close to you and you getting close to them. This is about actively choosing who you want to be on your team, actively choosing who you want to move forward in the world with to create those goals and those ideals, or at least people that are going to be on the same wavelength or pattern as you are. So you're not feeling so damn alone. And it's okay. Sagittarius energy, there's a lot of feelings of loneliness, but at the same time, you're lonely for a reason. You're lonely because you're trying to figure out who you are and what your belief system is and how you want to move through this world. So don't give yourself too much crap, okay? You're working through it. All right, let's do a guidance card for all 4 elements. Oh, so what is a good guidance for fire, air, earth, and water? Whoa. Okay, I'm gonna keep that one since it just popped out. Okay, what is a good guidance card for air, earth, and water? Air, earth, and water. Air, earth, water. Okay, fire. Imagine. Reversed. Okay. Fire, illusions and wishful thinking, Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. Illusions and wishful thinking rooted in a sense of lack have entered your life. Now may be the time to see things as they truly are and not as you hoped or imagined they would be. Release any fear, then envision anew. Perhaps you are anticipating that something fearful might happen and recreating that image of disaster over and over in your mind. The universe responds to such projections, so be aware of this catastrophizing. No matter what, illusions and awfulizing are a misuse of imagination. Clear the inner slate and stay grounded, stay real. Only then you can truly have what you desire. Okay, air. Exchanging gifts, reversed. 27. 27. Okay. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Be careful what you pray for because you just might get it, and then realize you don't want to face the hefty price tag that comes with it. You may always find yourself in a situation you've always desired, but know you will have to walk away from or even fail at it because you can't or won't pay the dues it asks of you. If you want to be a famous musician, you have to practice your craft every day. If you want to be a millionaire, you have to be responsible for managing the money and paying the taxes. Even a windfall bears a cost. It's okay though, Spirit will help you achieve balance over time. Another message here reminds you that being only the giver and not the receiver plays out in many relationships in your life where you find yourself in victim mode, in a codependent dynamic, or holding on to a false sense of control. Others may push you to continue to prove yourself. The time has come to distance yourself from this kind of imbalance. Being aware of the need for both, give and take, is this first step to true destiny. It's all good and getting better. Now, not only can you handle this, but you can flourish as a result of it. Okay. Earth, higher power, number 4. Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. Now is the time to examine what you are giving energy and attention to in the back of your mind. If you're obsessing about being right, about old resentments or failed expectations, about money, or about any other people, places, or things, these will be the source from which you create. But you want Spirit to be your source. Take heart, for your higher power will never desert you and is always waiting for you to remember the sacred partnership you share. Turn away from the other sources of power that don't serve your highest good. There is no greater source than Spirit. You can always surrender your troubles and trust that they will take care of you. You are in good hands. Okay, and my water babies. Loyal heart. The only one in positive position. I'm digging it. 35. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. I'm digging it well. Okay. I need to stop. Digging it well. Okay. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Your long-term loyalty to your goals is becoming evident in the world of conditions, where your aspirations for success assume form in reality. Success is finally taking shape. If you are loyal to your dreams, faithful to your plans while remaining flexible and devoted to serving others, you will be shown proof of your true prosperity. This is a time for joyful celebration of Spirit, your manifesting partner. All right, guys. I love all of you so much, and happy Venus and Sagittarius. I shall see you next time. Bye.